of UMkhonto Wesizwe Military Veterans Association spokesperson. Well, he used to be, that's Carl Niehaus, appearing at the Escourt Magistrate Court today, facing criminal charges for violating COVID-19 regulations. He's accused of organizing a protest outside the Escourt prison during former President Jacob Zuma's incarceration last July. During his protest, Niehaus was given the option by the police to pay a fine. However, he opted to contest the charges. eNCA reporter Lethiwe Mdluli following this court case for us, and she's joining us now live to tell us what's happening, what is the latest, and currently she's following that briefing that is being done by Carl Niehaus. He's talking to a group of supporters there at outside court in Escourt. Let's take a listen.
Our opposition to the abuse of the legal system, our support for President Jacob Zuma, and our fight to save the African National Congress. I want to conclude what I say always, comrades. It is time for the current National Executive Committee of the African National Congress to go. It is time for President Cyril Ramaphosa to go. President Ramaphosa and the whole National Executive Committee of the African National Congress have failed the ANC. They are destroying the African National Congress. They must go. And we are unapologetic when we say so. So tomorrow we will gather again. I want to especially thank also my partner Noluthando, who has been here the whole week with me. She came here on Valentine's Day. Remember, our Valentine's Day was almost destroyed because we had to be in court. But we decided that we're not going to give the eNCA the pleasure of destroying Valentine's Day. So we spent our time together. We came with our red ties and red dukes. And we went back and we had a nice Valentine's dinner, and I gave Noluthando a bunch of red roses. So comrades, also from your side, allow your partners to be part of your life. Share your lives and make it possible for us to say the personal is political and the political is personal. For me, it continues to say, as the last words for you today, what I love to say always in all my speeches and ending of my press statements: a luta continua. Our struggle, comrades, will continue until there is full liberation. Also, full economic liberation. Everywhere, here in Escourt, throughout KZN, throughout South Africa, the people of our country has suffered for long enough. Poverty has been that twin that walks with us all the time. It must come to an end. And it will only come to an end if we rekindle the true revolutionary heart of the African National Congress, implement radical economic transformation, get rid of sellouts, get Ramaphosa to take his jacket and walk into the sunset or into the sun dust. But the man must go, and the quicker he goes, the better. Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Viva! Viva President Jacob Zuma, viva! Viva! Viva the undying spirit of Comrade Harry Gwala, viva! Viva! Long live the ANC, long live! Long live! Thank you, comrades. See you tomorrow. Looking forward to see you. Thanks.
Well, there you have it there, Carl Niehaus addressing some of his supporters who had gathered outside court in Escourt. Lethiwe Mdluli has been following the proceedings in court and also listening to that speech that just ended there. Lethiwe, good afternoon. I mean, we heard him loud and clear there, Carl Niehaus expressing his views about what's happening within the ANC and saying that the National Executive Committee of the ANC, together with its leader, President Cyril Ramaphosa, must go. But what happened in court today?
Well, but then a few things happened in court today. We heard testimony from two witnesses from the state, which were the brigadier and the captain that were present when the former spokesperson for the MKMVA was arrested. What they have shared with the courts today is that Mr. Carl Niehaus was arrested after he held a gathering of more than 100 people. And there was, of course, in contravention with the lockdown regulations last year. You remember that we were still in lockdown level 4, and there were regulations that no crowds were permitted together. But tomorrow we will be hearing more testimony. We understand that the state has 5 more witnesses to call, and we will be hearing more testimony. We've also heard from the legal representatives that are representing the former spokesperson. They are saying that he has said that during that time when he was arrested, he had actually gone to the prison to see the former president, who was at the time imprisoned in the Escourt prison, and he did not go there to address that crowd. But of course, the legal representatives are saying that they will be continuing with cross-examinations with the state witnesses, as they do believe that Mr. Carl Niehaus should not have been arrested at the time. So we will be hearing more testimony tomorrow. The trial is set to conclude tomorrow, and then we'll be hearing what the magistrates will have to say about the matter.
So tomorrow will be the end of the trial. The confidence that's displayed there, Lethiwe, by Carl Niehaus, is it also evident inside court? Does he think he's got a winnable case?
Very evident, Braden. We saw him walking in calmly and very strongly believes in his legal team to fight for him. He has said that he believes that this case will be thrown out of court. I spoke to him this morning, and he does say that he believes that the taxpayers' money are being wasted here, and he understands that he should not be facing these charges, and he's saying that all of this is just a political ploy and factional battles within the ANC. And he also has said that he believes that the police minister is one of the people who is prompting this to go ahead. And also he's saying that he believes that his legal team will prove that the state does not have a case.
Thank you very much, Lethiwe Mdluli. That latest update there outside the court in Escourt. They'll be back in there in that matter involving Carl Niehaus.